I do, by the way, like conflict, and I love making pieces of roast like this. But anyway, that's for a big party tomorrow. I had an agent ask me about how do I handle failure. You don't learn anything without failing. But I think in that same vein of challenges, really conflict, because we're in a business that deals with conflict all the time, whether it's inspections or whether it's a price variation, all the way down to the listings, right? Being able to sit there and get a listing for the right price, knowing that your client, if they price an extra 100 or 200 grand, it's not going to make any sense, but you have to somehow be able to breach that conversation. And when agents, my best agents, know how to handle conflict, and the ones who handle conflict are the ones who excel the most and the fastest. So these agents who are learning all these processes and procedures, and they're great salespeople. I have some amazing sales agents, but sometimes they're coupled with non-confrontational personalities, which is really a challenge, because it's the most stressful thing is to either feel like you've let down a client or re-steer a client in a different direction depending on what's going on. So the whole point being is that if you are excellent at conflict, you will do excellent real estate. If you're not, you can still do very well, but you've really got to work on it. You really got to work on kindly, gently submitting requests to your clients on how to go at certain things, at what angles to go at, and how to approach it. I think especially when it comes to listings. Listings are probably the largest challenge. If you're not upfront, you're not honest, or if you're afraid of those questions, I'm just an advocate of being straightforward. Yeah, you're going to have to think about your presentation, but I also think that relating to the client's critical, right? So you got to have that rapport. Once you build that rapport, you then have the authority or their respect, and at that point in time, you can say things. And to be honest, otherwise you're just causing problems any way you look at it. Anyway, so those are some of the things I'm working on the new year with agents, is conflict resolution. You do get knocked down. I mean, I think I probably lose a listing a year on the high end. Either I don't get it from the get-go because I'm competing, or something happens, or I wasn't strong enough up front, and I lose a listing because I didn't get the price where it needed to be. I mean, those are generally the reasons. But anyway, it always hurts. It never gets better. But now that I've been doing this for 20 years and I'm older than 50, I don't care that much, in the sense that I know that not everyone's for me. So that's another thing I would tell agents. If you're working with a client on a list or a buy and they're not your people, strongly consider bringing someone else in to help them with them, because of their personality matches, or because they're detailed and you're macroed, or vice versa. So I strongly encourage my agents to know their audience and understand who they're talking to. So anyway, that's my food for thought tonight.